All great works of art begin the same way, with an idea, a concept, a possibility. Frank Lloyd Wright's landmark sculpture, the Scottdale Spire, took nearly 5 decades to go from idea to reality. Originally conceived as part of a new Arizona State Capitol complex, which was never actually built, the spire's design was based on one of Wright's core beliefs: to let nature be the guide.
Frank Lloyd Wright was always lecturing us on nature and draw your inspiration from nature. And we would occasionally just go out into the desert and find a little piece of cholla that had fallen off and then clean it up. And then you would see the structure of the cactus and how it's very light and sinuous. And Frank Lloyd Wright would lecture on the economy that nature uses in the desert and in this climate when it has to. And he actually used the geometry of that piece of cholla to be inspired for the design of the spire. And if you look at the two, you can see that's where the inspiration came from.
But having the inspiration proved to be quite different from building it.
We realized that all we had were very simple, sketchy drawings, and we had to take that and transfer it to something that could be built, i.e. 40 tons of steel. So it was quite a process.
That process required some technologies that were not around when Frank Lloyd Wright originally envisioned the spire. The Taliesin architects, under Arnold Roy's direction, soon found that the spire was intricately conceived. It looks different from every angle and was impossible to draw so that it could be engineered and built. Computer modeling along with a small-scale physical model solved this challenge. And so, nearly half a century after its creation, the technology finally caught up with the art. It took 80,000 pounds of steel, 150 cubic feet of reinforced concrete, an electronically controlled internal trolley to access the dozens of fluorescent bulbs, and a specially built trailer to transport the spire from the steel mill to its current location. But finally, one of Frank Lloyd Wright's most impressive designs graces the boulevard that bears his name, a process that took 5 decades to complete.